Okay, so for our topic for today, let's talk about happiness. Yes.
Okay.
Now, what do you think of happiness?
Mm. Happiness. Happiness is necessary for our life. To and sometimes some people say that money is important to be happy, but I don't think so. We have we of course we have enough money to live strongly, but I think the more important thing is to find people who you can love or think it she is important.
Okay. What do you like to do when you are happy?
Could you repeat the question?
Yes. What do you like to do when you are happy?
When I feel happy, I often dance or sing a song, and I want to share my feelings, so I invite some friends to go out and to drink alcohol and talk all day.
Okay. What kinds of things make you happy?
I like eating, so when I eat delicious food, especially sweet food, I feel happy. And when I go back to my country and hometown, and my mother always cook some food for me, and when I eat it and talk with my mother and father, I feel happy.
Okay. Now let's talk about flowers.
Flowers.
Yes. Do you like flowers?
Yes, I like flowers, but I cannot touch them because I really hate insects. So of course I can watch and I can enjoy watching flowers, but sometimes I don't like smells a little strong, and some insects are there. So I only watch.
Do you think flowers are important?
Yes, I think flower is important for our life because uh, in my home, in my house, my mother always bought a flower and every day water them. It makes our room bright, and yes.
Okay. Are flowers important in your culture?
Could you repeat the question?
Are flowers important in your culture?
Culture. In Japan, it is not so important. I think Japanese culture likes natural environment, but not flower, I think.
Okay. Now, let's move on to the second part of this test. This will serve as your scrap paper.
Yeah.
You can write on that paper.
Yes.
And I will give you 1 minute to prepare for this topic. Are you
Yes.
ready now?
Yes.
Okay. Here it goes. your preparation time is already
Yeah.
over. I'll give you 1 to 2 minutes to discuss whatever you have prepared. You may now begin.
When I was elementary school student, I always went to my grandmother's house and almost all vacations, summer vacations, spent there. It is the most happiest vacation in my life. It is because I like my grandmother, and there is nothing to do, and it is Amami Oshima, and it is island in north part in Japan. There are no entertainment place like museum or theaters or big parks, but there is beautiful seas and mountains. So when I visit my grandmother, I always talked with my grandmother every day and hang out with my cousin and played badminton or some sports. There is no enough internet, so I enjoyed talking or playing sports or something without internet.
Okay. Do you have plans to go back in that place when you go back to your country?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Can you have
Yeah.
another question paper?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, I have some here questions that is linked to countrysides. My first question is, what kind of people might like living in the countryside?
In my opinion, people who are tired prefer to live countryside. It is because they are tired for working or studying, and in the rural urban area there is no nature, so we cannot take a rest with natural river or mountains, so maybe they want to take a rest in countryside.
Okay, which things might attract people to move to the countryside?
Could you repeat the question?
Which things might attract people to move to the countryside?
I think natural environment is more attractive for these people. In a busy city, it is very convenient to do everything, but a pace of living is very fast, so they cannot get out of stress, so they wanted to natural environment and fresh air.
Okay. Now, can you compare living in the countryside and living in a large city? Give me also some benefits of each.
Actually, in a big city or urban area, it is very convenient. I think there are many entertainment places, and 24 hours doors, and we can do everything whenever we want. But on the other hand, in countryside, actually there is no enough places to play or enjoy, but in the countryside, pace of life is very slow, and we can enjoy our times by ourselves.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sam, for answering all my questions. That will be all for now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mika.